Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to that exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda who like defender of the fatherland. Off it to a 1v1 on Djebel Pass. Been a while since been the last, with Makros in the west here with freedom, democracy, and liberty. Here with the US 1st Infantry Division in the east, it is Theodosios, the man, not the Emperor. Fighting here for the German army, the Wehrmacht here with Mechanized. Rolling out with the 21st Panzer Division. With Kettenkrats and Grenadiers. So off to the races we are here. Weasel busy up north. Scouts sweeping out here for Makros to gain maximum map control. As Theodosios tries to do the same with the Kettenkrat and some Grenadiers. So zooming off here, we are in various directions. As always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the continued generous, heroic, and absolutely fantastic support of the Propagandacast. Please make all these videos possible. And a big heroic cheers as well to the many wonderful people comment and like the videos. Really helps a lot with the eternal fight against the YouTube algorithms. So in the south here, Pioneers, Grenadiers moving in. Here, Scouts also move here, about to scout out the Germans and their rifles. Weasel in the center, Kettenkrat busy just Kettenkratting. It's like he just scouted out the Pioneers, the busy wiring off that truck here. Another rifle squad here for Makros. And we got another Grenadier squad there for Theodosios. Obviously, actually goes for any machine guns. Weasel is yet to be upgraded, so this will end up as a big stare down between the Kettenkrat and the Weasel at this rate, with just like, you know, both wishing they had some kind of firearm, but in the end they can't do anything. But Makros though can add a 30 cal there to his Weasel. Theodosios can't really add any guns to the Kettenkrat. Bit in the south here. Battling in the background, single Grenadiers going northwards here for Theodosios. Kettenkrat achieving that glorious veterans he won. So far there's not really anything like significant happening in terms of shooting. Try my best to make something exciting. There goes, shots fired. Weasel letting his gunner there. Doing his best. There's the Weasel, he's just rocking back and forth there like a bathtub on roller skates. The Grenadiers doing what they can as Friedrich goes down to the first casualty. Rifle closing in on the Grenadiers as well here. Suddenly Theodosios realizes he's got the Grenadiers quite isolated and unsupported from the rest of his forces. Third Grenadier squad out here. First one with the Pioneers forcing northwards. They're basically rushing in here. Looks like they have decided the first fight's going to be, the big fight's going to be here. Infantry supports in for Makros. Scouts going for the cut-off point. That's going to run straight to the Grenadiers. That may of course buy the rifle Weasel some time to react if they so desire. Scout spotted here. Other German force moving south side. He's going to lose the fuel point to the scouts here, of course, but clearly it is a sacrifice the Doge is willing to make in the name of Das Vaterland. Scouts here occupying a very much old bombed out house here. Grenadiers falls back down to one man. Grenadiers moving to assist here. Pioneers hanging back here, perhaps waiting for a flamethrower to come in. MD-42's here, Theodosios now. Kettenkrat busy up north here. Line efforts almost ready here for Theodosios. And there you go, MD-42's right for Theodosios and Das Vaterland. Scouts responding into the Kettenkrat's most wicked ways. There we go, rifle being scorched out here. And some ancient classical runes are no protection against a flamethrower.
Get outside, keep blasting. A strategic point is being claimed.
And Kettenkrat moving straight to the cutoff point here. Weasel hunting after Grenadiers. Machine guns moving forwards here. We just got the Kettenkrat rushing off again.
Engineers on the
Officer squad still for Theodosios.
It's theirs now.
Makros meanwhile, we're not seeing too much else. Of course, got his captain now. Go for more riflemen. Could try and sneak in some tech. Could go for another Weasel. That would be a
reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
But he could do it. There we go. Medic station for Makros. That healing and casualty recovery.
Now under enemy control.
Officer squad is almost done. Fairly heavy tier 1 officer squad is definitely bold here for the Wehrmacht. I'd like to say Makros hits him with, say, Greyhound here for a fast tower effect. This could get a bit uncomfortable for Theodosios. That said, if he doesn't, yeah, it might work bit. So, bold choice with Theodosios flanked with the Panzer Company. Thumbs up. Southside, their scout team still find themselves overwhelmed. The flamethrower, of course, in particular, proved to be quite a problem as, of course, again, they get to cover. Weasel letting loose the 30 caliber mount in the back. Panzer comes getting ready.
Territory point is no longer under our
North side falling in, we got machine gun, he's going for the cutoff point. Theodosios there laying in aggressive and small attack formations here, outmaneuvering Makros here. We have the mortar out there courtesy of the Weasel, which just so happened to have it in the back. The Weasel just don't ask where they got it. I fell off a truck. Really? Yeah. French truck. Problem closing into the pioneers, the grenadiers here. And we see Theodosios' forces are starting to struggle a bit again here, even with the officer quarter being there, just, you know, not really getting very far with it. There's a reason they make the officer quarters upgrade cheaper. Line goes off here though, forcing poor Bob there. A lot. My motor pool there for Makros, Greyhounds, Chaffies, anti-tank being lined up here. Theodosios got the Panzer Company, but so far it is pretty quite. There we go. Panzer Grenadiers on the way. Thumbs up. Grenade shotgun. The Grenadiers are absolutely outmatched. The Rifleman Kettenkrad also decides this is the time to get out of there before the Americans come and knock it. Yeah. Panzer Grenadiers almost done here for Theodosios. Question, of course, is where did they get assault rifles in 1942, maybe 43 or 45 of them count Americans. I mean, obviously, by that time, there was the machine carbine as 45, which was sort of a prototype version of what later became the Sturmgewehr. Of course, that year did become technically onto the MP43, or machine pistol 43, which again was one of the many names they gave the what would later become the Sturmgewehr to try and hide it from the Austrian painter. So, you know, because he really didn't want the army to develop the Sturmgewehr. He was like thinking, you know what, D45, like, you know, semi-automatics is where it's going to be at. But, you know, the armor's kind of like these things are, you know, potentially going to be pretty damn great, so they kept, like, hiding it. Fun facts there, but, you know, you could imagine some ending their way up in North Africa with a bit of, you know, creativity. Greyhound on the way there for Theodosios, the good old M8.
Sector lost. No contact.
In the background. Mortifying against the Grenadiers. We got raid tactics there for Theodosios. No 250.5. No big spot that with. And also crucially, no anti-tank.
Enemy movement.
Just stop Greyhound. So, Theodosios here is certainly about to face another challenge here courtesy of Makros and the forces of freedom and democracy.
They've captured a victory point.
Closing in swiftly, center also falling into the German army. The mining, of course, goes off at the perfect time, completely sapping the Grenadiers' assault there. Smoke going down, here's the scouts drop it by accident as they retreat. Oh, the opposite of the injured. Up north, the Grenadiers going for the Panzer Grenadiers. Falling back from the center bit in the south side, German forces pushing in. Makros not really doing much more in this battle, but we're not seeing, say, SSF commandos or anything like that. Oh, there we go. SSF commandos like plus the smoke bombs. Yeah, you can see them hit against Theodosios. Good man. Yeah. There you go, Theodosios with a Pack 40, the Panzer Abwehrkanone 40. Both Kettenkrad being northwards, they've actually two quite good in preservation there for all the Kettenkrad by Theodosios. In the south, machine would come in there, go ground cover the 3 party. You could see a potential weapon machine, which of course would be quite nice with Makros, though. Positioning wouldn't be different to actually grab it, he'd have to destroy it. In this case, though, Fortune smiles upon Theodosios there briefly. Like a glimmer of the sun through the clouds.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
Then we got the officer quarters for the Panzer Grenadier Company. The Pack 40 has arrived. The Panzer Abwehrkanone 40. To the north here, Kettenkrad though finally goes down. Possibly gone here by Theodosios. The Kettenkrad explodes. It's on its own.
We've lost the territory sector.
Armored sides goes there for the Greyhound. Officer quarters almost on here for Theodosios. Getting in there goes scores a great hit on the elite Greyhound. Tons of guys flanking to catch them all through the bit of captain nearby in a house. The captain, Sergeant Floaty McFloats there, briefly standing up there, but the captain also proved himself he too can float. So, as it turns out, they may float, but they also burn. Up north, these scouts hitting a mine, producing poor Jimmy in Wisconsin. Squad here. These are the drawing heavily damaged. Okay, automatic fire activated. These are making a sharp turn, but with a damaged engine, it is just not sharp enough. And it explodes like a ball of fire. There you go, aircraft for Theodosios. Kind of expected when Stu the Sauce would have been a bit, more sexy, but the heavy armored car certainly is cheaper. On a map like this, raid tactics, also has perhaps a bit more utility.
Territory sector claimed by the enemy.
Here Theodosios goes for the medical station. The scouts here, met with enemy infantry going to be far. He might see a tiny chance to win, but there you again. Bob drops a smoke grenade as they retreat. God damn it, Bob. Sorry, Sarge.
A victory point is under attack.
We must act, guys. And we got the SSF commandos out here for Makros. SSF standing for Special Service Force. It's an American-Canadian sort of combined force there. Fact. After the ground catching a lone Pioneer Squad. In fact, the only Pioneer Squad Theodosios, and Theodosios pretty much has already given up, as you can see there, as he's training another Pioneer Squad. Man, you still calling radio. We're being hunted down! We're being hunted down! Yeah, call in some more Pioneers. What? Let fresh force lined up with Theodosios moving out of towards the enemy lines. Far up north, the SS commanders doing what they can with their Johnsons. Enemy infantry trying to help them. Could, actually expire. Could try and pop the veterans' vulnerability there, so that does get a bit of cover bonus, but they may decide that's not worth it. 16.74. Makros maintaining what we hit over Theodosios so far. The victory points wise, he is maintaining less of an seeing a team, they're just withdrawing, getting out there, realizing the flank is deeply exposed. And we got Makros here riding high on the pier of success, rushing straight ahead with the tank depot. As for Theodosios, who knows next, I mean, the looks of it, it's looking like an armored car. Oh, well, doesn't say that he actually goes for one. It's only a bit awkward timing at the 30-minute mark. I mean, obviously there's no spoons going for the tank depot, but that looks a bit awkward.
We have smoke screens ready to deploy.
We'll have to works out. There's also still the Greyhound and the SF, so the armored car might here suffer some issues against Makros, but they don't work out. We'll have to see what Theodosios does here versus Makros. Keep slicing in, they're hitting cutoff points, disrupting resource flows, and just being a general nuisance for Theodosios to deal with. Well played so far with both sides, they're sort of good at maneuvering, good aggression. Notice here that neither players are really getting overly focused on one point of the map. 2 thumbs up to that. And just like, doing a bit of tug of war there. Meanwhile, armored car, they're just smashing right through these massive blocks there of stone. You think you wouldn't be able to do that without suffering some structural damage.
No longer under our control.
You're gonna be driving on! Wait, that? That's just made out of cardboard. Ah, the American stores the real ones. Really? It's as the Italians as the French. I can't tell. What's its point? I'm moving towards us. We've got a pack 40 more here for Theodosios.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Into mine. And there you go, Makros with the first Sherman on the way to the M4A1. Fuel point there being nabbed. Near-sided work there. The riflemen in it, it's going to be tough here for in the south. Theodosios deal with it. He's leaning hard on the armoured car to an extent. The problem is the Sherman can make short work of it, so hard to see how this exactly is going to work out for Theodosios. Wouldn't be surprised if ends up going for call-in Panthers. Right, but unfortunately, a bit of a miss there by Makros. It is nowhere near, you know, a way they can easily get to it without the armoured car just in bits. Mortar team here hold up at the centre victory point. There's a bit of gold set up there by Makros, almost sending a statement there. Packs on the position. Sherman out here for Makros and Democracy. Looking for the mortar point, absolutely perforating by the armoured car that takes a lot down from the Djebel team and the SF commandos. And we got the Sherman as well here. Further cause running problems with Theodosios. The mortar crew though very narrowly escapes that one.
God damn it. The captain's been killed.
That was a train, they just caught it by the last second. Before it took off. Almost got the heavy armor car there with the SF commandos, quickly ripping out the Johnsons and unloading into the command pack through their close range. Berniers are also getting the taste of it. Heavy armor car just leaving up. The commandos end up withdrawing.
We've got him.
Wait. Also worth noting, we do have a fresher article here from Makros. Could have called in another SSF commando squad at this point. Rather not obviously a bit cheaper. Of course, might be Makros just, you know,
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
South side here, Makros making good progress. Theodosios still maintaining a reasonable victory point lead. Does appear to be the only thing he's maintaining for the being. Makros just applying good pressure here. Zoom go for the Sherman tank. Of course, he might decide the time has come for the Whizbang to shine.
Air support is on hand to prioritize high-value targets.
Mark target ability there, whether it's called, I think. Vehicle, and there we go, buildable Whizbangs for Makros. As for Theodosios, I mean, yeah, it's looking like he's going to go for the call-in Panther here. That was the MD-42 there. Quickly pop the air shells here. It's a very, very quickly down machine gun team there if Theodosios doesn't pay attention fast. And I think he just retreats, realising if he could get air first. Opening up the southern front again here for Theodosios.
We're losing the fuel point.
Looking to expand his front line once again.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
German seeing some hits here. We almost got a triple cap here from Makros and Theodosios. So Theodosios definitely looking to put a potential stop to that already. Thumbs up. Another Sherman though for Makros. Very much as expected. I mean, Whizbangs. Good ability of the multiple packs, but also at the same time, the way Theodosios is playing, it does make the Whizbang nonetheless attractive. It's not like just bunch up everything like one part of the map. He's playing an overall fairly good matchup versus Makros, so the Whizbang, while obviously still could be good, may not be quite as good as Makros like it's cost. There you go, Branting, bit of a nasty hit. Does this game. There we go, Mark vehicle unleashed by Makros against Theodosios. 177-121. Theodosios continues his lonely quest for the Panther. Get him all fun and pack 177-121. On the move, Grenadiers seeing a nasty hit here. Grenades on the heavy armoured car, blowing out the engine and some nearby ruins. And further south, Sherman strikes with angle. Grenadiers pack forward here, damaging the engine, the Sherman. This could prove to be a bit dangerous here for Makros' Sherman crew. Pack 40's almost got it. Can he get a finishing hit on it? We don't know. We've got a Grenadier, they're trying to fit in the flank here. That way, force the pack to engage. allowing the Sherman to escape, but he might have actually overcommitted against it. He's popping cannons around. He seems to be going there. Go Grenadiers squad shred it, but he might still go for a Panther fast, risking it. And yes, Greyhound down. Greyhound for a Sherman. I suppose that's okay for Makros with the resource lead he has, but at the same time, he does arguably sting a bit for him, I must imagine.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Moving on, Top Gun, his
They've captured the victory point.
Sherman here. Makros does not slow down.
Attack. We must act.
I mean, he's seen the heavy armored car, so he's clearly, I imagine, doing it in anticipation of a Panther here from
The
Theodosios.
victory point is under enemy control now.
It's obviously upgunning, he's going to do a significant bit and, you know, making sure that he engages the Panthers, not just watch the shots bounce off. Sherman rolling northwards here.
You men, get ready.
Even then, Theodosios still some time off from the Panther here. Supply drops over Theodosios, or Makros with some gun supplemented tank and some machine gun punch to it. Commanders, they're holding the line here, pushing back the heavy armor car. He's charging in. Pushing move there, but Theodosios, there you go, whipping up the Johnson's armor car, soon popping in as soon as that happens. And you see the commanders just withdrawing.
Territory lost.
Meanwhile, in the south here, Makros making a big push here, advancing across and towards the river here. Big push here, a bit broad as well. And there you go. Panther arming here for Theodosios. Panzerkampfwagen 5 aus von D.
Smoke screen.
Rather pushing in this Sherman blasting line, got 277 to 87. Rather dashing in, packed through there, downed. Panthers rather than pushing in just in time. Scouts here, or rather than hitting before there's definitely not scouts. And there you go, Panther rolling forward, swiftly advancing as fast as its engine can take it without the transmission breaking apart. Sherman rapidly withdrawing.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Chinese Grenadiers sweeping in here, counterattack against the American forces under Makros's command. Supply drop in there for Makros. The fuel as well. Anti-tank and 30 cal here, really good drop for Makros. Means, of course, fuel for the Shermans, plus the tank and Panther armored car. The machine gun to deal with the infantry. Got the Panther diving ahead here.
Cut off. We have territory isolated.
Riding high there with its mighty gun. Got the Sherman there, but looks like a short pack one moving in here. Panther diving in deeper there, going to take its fire, bounces off the Panther's 80mm of sloped frontal armor. Good shot, the Sherman there, re-hit. Tank flying control there. Whizbang is now on the way here for Makros. And was quite dinged up, but not gold. I mean, Theodosios, despite everything, is still managing a good victory upon lead, though everyone else does seem to be struggling, including still fuel.
Enemy movement near a victory point.
Sonny is coming at a fairly high casualty rate.
They're staying high, boys.
Makros' whiz-bang is right around the corner. Heavy armor car taking hits from the anti-tank gun.
Enemy control.
Panther pulling back into a nice safe area so he can get repaired without necessarily worrying about getting rushed down by Sherman. Thumbs up.
One of our
Some players
sectors
have
is now
had a
in
bit of a
enemy
habit of
hands.
repairing too close to the front line with the tanks, particularly the valuable ones. So it becomes very easy for them to pursue, shoot, knock out, and then get out of it safely. Whereas if you want to like drive in and take out the Panther, there would at least be some more risk associated. Not played there by Theodosios.
One of our munitions points being neutralized.
There's the Panther getting by line, they're being
Force of
chucked.
enemy movement near our victory
Commandos
point.
though quickly and artfully dodging it. North of Roth program the victory point. Ambush sweeping in, getting ambushed with the commandos. charges of the Panther already courtesy of the SSF commandos.
We're taking
I
fire.
hope this is trying to do much damage, if any at all. Far south the Sherman around the ground, he's Whizbang hanging back. I don't think he's yet to fire a single time with it. Nope. He's keeping it sort of as a secret, waiting for the right time to strike, so that way trying to think maximize the, you know, surprise moment and impact of shock there. We'll have to be connected manager.
Beginning improvements to our infantry logistics.
Advanced logistics there for Makros. And going after the Sherman, shoots, whiffs, the gun is completely missed the target. Second shot, ultra misses. No idea what that grenade was. Oh, it's on mine. Just thumbs up next to the illusions. So his opponent had been lying a mine down. Assumed it might still be there and cancelled. So, sharp play there. Uncle Express on 30 cal. Going for a flank push here with the Grenadiers. Grenade being chucked and slung out of the mark is a bit off here.
We've taken them down to 300 points, Command.
Less than 300 points left for Theodosios. The lead is on here, and the victory on the casualty is also going up here for Makros. So now if it's time to look dangerous here for Theodosios, the Panther just... I mean, it's doing something against the Shermans, but it's not doing so much against the rest of what Makros does.
We've lost a squad of riflemen at the front.
Got a rifle squad. That's actually pretty huge here for Theodosios. Meanwhile, Whizbang there unleashing hell. He got one of the pack crew, second crew, that least one. Narrowly escapes here. And then not quite as impactful as I imagine Makros had hoped the Whizbang would be. And Makros deciding it's time for more Shermans. Theodosios an upgrade, I don't think that was 6 thrust of them. And then we got assault. Theodosios try and go for another Panther, or will he go for, say, Stoops, Sidekick of Riverins, Panthers, who knows? I mean, there's a few parts of course Theodosios could pursue this as Makros. Double Panthers would be a bit ambitious, but again, with triple Shermans and a Whizbang, it also wouldn't make so much sense. It wouldn't be like, you know, just completely taken out of thin air here by Theodosios.
Sherman tank, finished and ready.
Yeah, Panthers heavily damaged again. There you go, we do get a second Panther out from Theodosios and last Fartalon.
Must act. We have the lead.
That here by the Sherman as they try to push northwards with the commander's flank here. Axling off the Sherman here. Almost got this, could be a huge problem if Makros loses the Sherman now, and he does lose it. That's his most veteran Sherman crew. And now they're nothing but oven stuffers as the Sherman gets turned into an oven. Stinging blow there, time Makros, second Panther going here for the Sherman, got Makros activated. Helps speed up repairs in his first Panther. Sherman flanking the Panther, you've got Whizbang nearby. Things heating up here. Theodosios is behind in so many ways. So a real advantage here to be even armored apart. Got Whizbang barrage off here. Axe getting wiped. Good God, almost got the Panther too. We've got a Panther swing in here.
The scout squad.
Straight here for the Whizbang. No fear here from Theodosios. Only Deutschland. Got the second Panther getting the Sherman here. Only getting the Sherman caught between two Panthers. Could get a bit awkward here for Makros. Panther Chimechi 2 there. Whizbang actually dropped the rocket pod. The sheer desperation here forced him to do it. It's the armored fist of his father trying to just punch his nose in. But it was for naughty against the Panthers. All Sherman's gone. He's playing parts of infantry back. The Panthers are heavily damaged, and Theodosios has a lot of infantry.
Reconnect with it.
Who knows how Makros would like to react to this? And he actually called GG. Wow.
Take any more losses.
Theodosios actually won that. That is kind of impressive. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed the match. If you learned something from it. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.